Hey Sagittarius, this is your love reading for February 16th through the 28th, 2019. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If it doesn't resonate, check your Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. Thank you for all the love and support you have given me. I love each and every one of you. If you need a private reading, there's a link in the description to my website, regalinsight.com. And there will be a link in the description for the extended Vimeo reading, which will cover how they view the situation, how they view you, their intentions, obstacles, advice, and possible outcome. Okay, so Divine Spirit, Spirit Guide, Universe, Higher Power, please give me 2 cards for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for their love life for February 16th through the 28th. Okay, so your romance angel cards are religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I feel like for some of you, you're going through a spiritual awakening, or you possibly could be a different religion than your person, or even one of you could be religious, one of you more spiritual. And then we have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. If you're having trust issues, they're telling you that you need to have faith. Or if you're feeling like, if you're single and you're feeling like love isn't coming in, you have to trust that the universe is going to bring somebody for you. But we'll tie this into the reading and see how that works out. All right, so... Oh, yeah. Okay. So, let's... I already shuffled, but I'm going to give it a few more shuffles. Good thing I did, because there's cards from the clarifying deck in there. So, that works out good. All right. One more. Divine Spirit, Spirit Guide, Universe, Higher Power, please give me a love reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 16th through the 28th, 2019. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a brand new stable beginning. Also represents earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have the Five of Pentacles, which is about feeling left out in the cold. It can also be somebody that is there through you, you know, even when times are bad, and because, you know, he's here right with her. It could also be somebody, could also be like you have help that maybe you're not recognizing that is there. Then we have the Hermit card, which represents Virgo, but this is going within. This is trying to figure out what path you want to take. Could be meditating, stuff like that. Then we have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands represents fire signs such as yourself, Leo, and Aries. The Page of Wands is, it's a message of passion, or it's finding something that you're passionate about, or it can also be somebody that's younger than you, or you may be younger than them. Then we have the Eight of Swords, which is like being trapped in your head, feeling like you're trapped. It can also be a lot of being stuck in your head about feeling like there's a problem that you just can't find an answer to. Then we have the Emperor card. The Emperor card represents Taurus and Aries. But the Emperor is, you know, he's a boss. He's somebody who... could be an entrepreneur, but he's somebody who rules his kingdom. He is an authoritative figure, could be a father, he matches the Empress, but he like rules his empire and he knows what he's doing. And but on the negative side, he can be controlling or possibly somebody who is very stubborn. So I feel like for some of you, you are waiting for a brand new stable offer. Something's been leaving you feeling left out in the cold, whether it be the person you're here watching it about, or if you're single, maybe you just feel like you're not finding love and you're starting to lose faith in it. And that's why the card is here telling you to have faith in the universe that they're going to bring somebody in for you. With the Hermit card, I feel like a lot of you are going within to figure out exactly what it is you want, what it is that will make a stable offer, or who will be stable in your life. You want somebody that you're also passionate about. And I feel like a lot of you, with the going in within yourself, you're in your head a lot. You may be the one who's the boss, or you may be the one who, you could also be trying to control your love situation too much, and you're not trusting that things are going to happen the way they're supposed to happen. But you have to remember that when you try to force something, it usually doesn't work. People don't like that. Okay, so let's clarify and get a little bit deeper into it. And then we're going to pull Angel Raymond's cards at the end for advice. And then if this resonates, you can get the extended. There'll be a link in the description, and that will go over how they view your situation, how they view you, your intentions, your obstacles, and your advice and possible outcome. Please tell me why the Ace of Pentacles is here for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so with the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Death card, which is Scorpio, but it's also endings. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is building a legacy. It's, you know, having that stable, happy relationship that goes somewhere. And I feel like for some of you, maybe you had a situation where you thought that it was going to be like the Ten of Pentacles, but it ended, and now you're just looking for a brand new beginning and stability, because tens are endings and aces are one. So I feel like this happened already, and you are just waiting for something new to come in. Or for some of you, something between you and your person is going to happen, and it's going to cause a transformation, because the Death card also is about transformation. And whatever that transformation is going to lead you guys to the Ten of Pentacles. Building together, you know, creating a legacy together. And for those of you that are single, I feel like once you trust and believe in the universe that you can have this Ten of Pentacles, your Ace of Pentacles is going to come in. Your brand new beginning that's stable. Please tell me why the Five of Pentacles is here. So with the Five of Pentacles, we have the Chariot card, which represents Cancer. This is also about moving forward in victory. Then we have the Three of Pentacles, which is coming together as a partnership or a collaboration. We do have 2 threes here, so I feel like for some of you, this isn't going to be for everybody. There was a third-party situation that had you feeling like you were left out in the cold, and you're now deciding, because there are 2 threes here, you're deciding that it's time to move forward. And I think that's the ending, and you're going to transform it into a brand new stable beginning with someone else. But the Three of Pentacles I see as a marriage card, so you could have been married to this person. And then we have the Three of Swords, which is about heartache, heartbreak, third-party situations. For those of you that the situation isn't like a third-party situation, I feel like there's been an ending to your relationship, and that's where the heartache comes in. You could have been married to this person or just in a committed relationship. And now you're deciding, because they left you feeling like you were left out in the cold, you're deciding that it's time to move on. For others of you, there is going to be a reconciliation. And I think that if you guys are communicating and trying to work things out, then that's the situation where there will be a reconciliation. You guys are going to move forward together and be victorious and getting back together and re-establishing a committed relationship and getting back to the Ten of Pentacles. Please tell me why the Hermit card is here. Please tell me why the Hermit card is here. Please tell me why the Hermit card is here. Okay, so with the Hermit card, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So for some of you, there is a Virgo that's going to come in. They're going to come in with a very slow offer because the Knight of Pentacles, he's very slow moving because he wants to make sure that he's making an offer that is stable and will work out. Earth signs tend to move slower because they're more, you know, they like to be grounded. They need security. They need that. They kind of need to know what's going to happen before they make their move. For others of you, this is just you going within, and you could be making an offer slowly. Maybe if this is somebody from your past that you were once married to or in a committed relationship with, to try to move forward. And for others of you, this is you going within, figuring out what it is that you want as far as a brand new beginning, and like everything that you want to build the Ten of Pentacles, you're really going within to figure it out. And I feel like somebody is coming in slowly, and it's because you begin to trust that the universe is going to bring that person into you. But it's not going to be as fast as maybe you would like, but it is coming. Please tell me why the Page of Wands is here. Because if you notice, like the Knight of Pentacles, his horse is not moving. He's kind of like sitting there waiting. I don't think they're ready to make their move yet, but I think they're like kind of figuring out how they're going to do it and what they're going to do. Okay, so with the Page of Wands, which is a passionate message, it can also be somebody that's like in and out energy because the page is very immature. Then we have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, so water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But the Eight of Cups is walking away from things that no longer serve you, people, places, or things. This can also be leaving things behind that no longer serve the relationship. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend card. Tarot is not gender specific. We all have masculine and feminine energy, but the Queen of Pentacles, she's nurturing, she's loving, she's caring. She is a wife. She is someone you can see building a life with. Then we have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is about confusion, illusions. It can be about seeing things through rose-colored glasses. Then we have the Magician cards, Gemini, Aries, but this is also manifestation. This is having all the tools that you need. This can also be somebody with all the elements in their chart. Then we have the King of Cups. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The King of Cups is highly intuitive. He is empathetic, but not a pushover. So I feel like for some of you, maybe you've been dealing with somebody that was this in and out energy. You thought you could have a stable, beginning with them because it did take them a long time to even approach you. You thought they were someone you could move forward with, but you're realizing that they're very, they're not stable for you. So you may be thinking of walking away from them to look for somebody that's more like the Queen of Pentacles, or they could possibly see you like the Queen of Pentacles, but they're confused and actually think they're scared of the connection. Then we have the Magician. So I feel like you guys are trying to manifest new love if you're one of the ones that have walked away from this situation. For others of you that are in a committed relationship, I feel like you guys are going to leave behind the things that aren't working in your relationship. You know, these aren't exactly counterparts, but they're both very nurturing and loving individuals. But I feel like any confusion that you guys have had in your situation, you'll be walking away from the things that you figure out because you went within to figure out what isn't serving your highest good. And I feel like you're going to cut those things out and you're going to try to manifest, this victory, this moving forward with this person. And I feel like this is going to bring you out of this headspace of feeling like you're stuck. Also, if you do feel trapped in a relationship, say because you just don't feel like maybe you feel like this person is too stubborn to also walk away from things that aren't working in your relationship. I feel like you're going to be surprised by how they react. Please tell me why the Eight of Swords is here. So with the Eight of Swords, we have the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the World card. So I feel like this is definitely a cycle that's going to come to the end. This also represents Leo and Taurus, but the World is the end of a cycle, so something brand new can come in. So I feel like this is going to be the end of the cycle of you being, trapped in your head. And I also strongly feel like you're going to leave things that no longer work behind you. Or if there's been sneakiness, it's going to be the end of the cycle of that, whether it be you or them. But I feel like he's taking the swords that still are very sharp and he's leaving the dull ones behind because they no longer work. So I feel like it's going to be the end of the cycle of you being trapped in your head because you have figured out, like with the Eight of Cups, you have figured out that there's things that need to be let go of. And I feel like since it's like this pile and this pile is saying that, I feel like it's both of you that are going to feel this way if you are in a relationship. And I feel like for those of you that are single, you're just letting go of past things, past relationships that didn't work, so that you can move forward with somebody who's better than, what you've had in the past. And then we have the Nine of Wands, I'm sorry. I said Nine of Swords. So some of you may not be sleeping that well. But we have the Nine of Wands, which is, it's like you've fought the battles, you're wounded, but yet you still have fight left in you. So I think that this is saying don't give up, like just leave the things that don't serve you behind, and then you can, move on to somebody who's more like a boss or somebody who is better than what you've had in the past, so you guys can move forward and be victorious and get that stable offer. All right, so please tell me why the Emperor is here. Please tell me why the Emperor is here. Please tell me why the Emperor is here. All right, so with the Emperor, we have the Hermit card again, so Virgo. But this is, it's about going within. So I think some of you have been going within with somebody who is like the Emperor. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles up here. Or no, we had the Ace of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, he is younger. So you or them could be younger, but he is the most stable page. He's an earth sign, so he's about grounding and stability, and he doesn't make choices lightly. Like, he thinks about it. So I feel like, yeah, definitely you guys are going within when it comes to, it could be somebody that is just stubborn, and maybe you're deciding that it's time to let this person go because they are too stubborn, and they send you a message that's stable, that they are trying to work with you. For others of you, I feel like you are the boss and you've gone within, you've let go of things that no longer serve you. And this message of stability is going to come in, whether this is going to be a person probably coming to offer you some stability. All right, so we're going to pull 2 angel romance cards for advice. And remember, the link for Vimeo is going to be in the description if you want to watch the extended. Please give me 2 more cards of advice for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 16th through the 28th. Please and thank you. Okay, so we have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So, like I said, there could be a third-party situation because we saw that, and maybe you were unaware of it, but you may find out about it. Also, it could just be that they're being very stubborn, not sharing their feelings and telling you how they feel. Maybe you just know how they feel, but they're not sharing them, so you're starting to question it, and that's why you're not trusting the situation. So you may need to... because usually trust is not so much about the other person. It's sometimes, I mean, it can be like if your gut is telling you that they're doing something and you have evidence, well, that's, you have every right to not trust them. But sometimes our trust issues come from within, come from how we feel about ourselves. So I think the advice is really look to see if there was actual deception, if you're deceiving yourself, or if the deception is just them not sharing their feelings. Like, fit it to your situation and take the advice that you feel like fits your situation the best, because you know how you feel about your situation. And then we have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So for those of you that feel like your person is cheating, pay attention to any red flags, because they may be, being deceptive. And then for others of you, if this person is being stubborn, that can be a red flag. Maybe that's not the right person for you, especially if they're holding back their feelings. Maybe you need to reevaluate the situation. And also, for those of you that are single, if the person you're talking to, dating or whatever, or you're starting to date people and you're seeing red flags, probably a good time to cut them off. Don't try to talk yourself out of, well, maybe it's not like that. Because your intuition usually is telling you that for a reason. Like, if you know that you're not seeing red flags because you're feeling insecure, then really, you need to really look at them. Okay, Sag, that was your love reading for February 16th through the 28th. I hope that it resonated. I hope that you enjoyed it. I love each and every one of you. Remember, if you need a private reading, there's a link in the description of my website, regalinsight.com. And there's a link to the Vimeo extended reading, which will be up at the same time as this one. I'll also put it in the comments. And I love y'all. I will see you soon. Bye, Sag.